The head coach is Kim Pan-korn.
To the top, little ding for Superman. 1-0 Buriram. In Malaysia are looking for their first major trophy in over a decade. It's been a hot and sultry afternoon, and still the temperature is high at 31 degrees. Humidity is going to kick in, a relatively early kickoff at 7 o'clock, so the heat is going to be there, and the heat's going to be in the stands as well from the 12th man of Buriram. A 25,000 plus crowd expected to see if Buriram United can defend their Shopee Cup crown, which they won in dramatic circumstances here against Hanoi on a penalty shootout last season for Selangor. Well, it's their first tilt at this competition, and they've made a very impressive start. Selangor fans have come in hope more than expectation, you feel, after a 1-0 victory for Buriram in the first leg. We'll just get in the sights and sounds of the stadium as we build up towards kick-off. A great drone shot shows you the growing, emerging town of Buriram, and this wonderful theatre of football is looking forward to another special night. Do join us just before kick-off, but we'll hear from the coaches Mark Jackson and Kim Pan-korn before kick-off, as well as give you some exclusive inside shots of this magnificent arena.
Just that. Yeah, good food.
Selangor team for match day?
Of their team? Yeah, listen, very good team. They got to the final. They gave us a good game in the first leg. So yeah, we respect them very much. But listen, this is a final. We're at our home ground, and you know, we want to do our fans proud, and we want to win another trophy. So yeah, we feel ready, we feel confident, and we're going to attack this game.
And which player do you consider the key man for your team in this match?
The key thing is a team. No key players in our team, no individuals in our team. All right, we say that all the time. We're a team, we work together. Everything we achieve together. When we go through tough times, we do it together. When we go through good times, we do it together. That's what we talk about all the time. So the big thing for us is how we work as a team and a squad in this game.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Keeping it to 7.
What do you think of the Buriram United for team format today?
Yes, we understand Buriram team are very strong, and also we are away game. It could be a very tough game tonight, but we are, I think, confident enough, brave enough to attack them tonight. So we are, looking forward to win tonight. Yeah.
And are you worried about facing Buriram United for today?
No, I think we are strong enough. We deserve to be here. We will challenge for them. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
วังจะคว้าแชมป์ในฤดูกาลนี้หรือว่าจะเป็นสโมสรบุรีรัมย์ยูไนเต็ดที่มีโอกาสป้องกันแชมป์ได้อีก1 สมัยอีกสักครู่รู้กันอย่างแน่นอนค่ะเสียงปรบมือต้อนรับตำนานที่แท้จริงของสโมสรบุรีรัมย์ยูไนเต็ดกัปตันทีมที่รับใช้สโมสรมาอย่างยาวนานที่สุดในประวัติศาสตร์ถึง 10 ปี กับการนำทัพประสาทสายฟ้าได้ร่วมชูถ้วยแชมป์มาแล้วกว่า 25 รายการสุชาวนุ่มย้ายมาร่วมทีมบุรีรัมย์ยูไนเต็ดเมื่อปี 2010 พาทีมคว้าแชมป์มากมายตั้งแต่ไทยพรีเมียร์ลีก 6 สมัย FA คัพ 4 สมัย ลีกคัพ 5 สมัย ไทยแลนด์แชมเปี้ยนคัพ 1 สมัย พรีเมียร์คัพ 3 สมัย แม่โขงคลับแชมเปี้ยนชิพ 2 สมัย และฟุตบอลพระราชทานถ้วยกออีก 4 สมัยด้วยกัน และนี่คือตำนานของสโมสรต้อนรับกัปตันสุชาวนุ่มผู้ที่ได้เชิญถ้วยรางวัลโชฟี่คัพเข้าสู่สนามในค่ำคืนนี้ค่ะ
A very warm welcome to our coverage of the final of the 2025 to 26 ASEAN Club Championship, the Shopee Cup. And a former Buriram United legend, Suchi Nutnam, brings out the fabulous trophy that has belonged here at the Thunder Castle, the home of Buriram United. And it's a trophy that Selangor would just love to take south down to Malaysia. To do that, though, they must overcome a 1-goal deficit suffered in the first leg last week in Petaling Jaya. Suchao was part of the revolution that is Buriram United. One of the early captains, Suchao, a hard-working midfielder, who when Buriram were Buriram PA, the electrical authority, and they made the move here to Buriram. And since then, it has been 15 years of nothing but success and trophies for Buriram. They are the current Shopee Cup holders. They've won the domestic league title 5 times in a row. But it's the international stage that is where they really, really have and want to continue making their mark. Fireworks before the match. Expectations high for another big crowd here at the Thunder Castle. Selangor, the Red Giants, the most decorated club in Malaysia, despite the decade plus of success for Johor Darul Taksim, a team vanquished by Buriram in the semi-finals. Well, Selangor are looking to write home their own little bit of history. It is a glorious stage, the pitch condition absolutely perfect. It is as good as it looks, it is firm underneath. And there's been a sprinkling of rain and a lot of thunderstorms over the last few days, but all that's done is improve
Ladies
the
and
condition of the
gentlemen,
pitch.
let's welcome Selangor FC and Buriram United.
ท่านผู้มีเกียรติและแฟนบอลทุกท่านขอเสียงดังต้อนรับผู้เล่นทั้งสองทีม Selangor FC และปราสาทสายฟ้า Buriram United.
They say that the Buriram crowd is the 12th man, that they add a certain something for the home team. Mark Jackson, the English-born coach, has mentioned them many times in each of his press conferences how important they are. Selangor have got their own little knot of supporters, and back home they will be cheering on the Red Giants to see if they can cause what would be an upset. This is the 25-26 the Castle to take on Buriram United. Faisal Halim leads proudly. Selangor, he was speaking about this being the last chance. No more chances for Selangor. It's the last match of the season. They're going to leave everything out on the pitch. He promised that to the supporters back home. As for Buriram, well, they can see Guillaume Bissoli, the number 7, returning after suspension. I'll give you the full teams in just a short while. Quite a few changes for Selangor, but they are missing their 2 Jordanian internationals, Noah Al-Rabde, Abu Al-Nadi, who have been requested for World Cup duties by their national team. Really is a fine trophy. It looks back at you, whatever angle you look at it. And some fine trophies to be delivered at the end of today as well. Here's the starting 11 for the home team, Buriram United. Couple of changes in the Guillaume Bissoli comes in up front. He replaces the unlucky Superchai. And central defender Panza Hemviboon comes in as well instead of Ko Myung. The red and yellow of Selangor dotted around the stadium of the Japanese match officials, with 38-year-old Hiroki Kasahara taking charge of his first ASEAN Club Championship final. Born in Fukuoka in the south of Japan. Has had, though, AFC Champions League 2 and J-League experience, being a FIFA match referee since 2020. Kenny Dougal, the Australian, who really was an excellent player in the Championship in England, where it does get rough and tough. He's been a key part of Buriram's success, particularly over the last couple of seasons. In the VAR, we've got Muhammad Taki from Singapore and Naufal Faruski from Indonesia. In the VAR chair, once again, we hope the VAR doesn't have a significant moment. As for the starting 11 for Buriram, well, significantly, in comes centre-back Mamadou Diarra alongside Safwan. He'll add a bit of pace. Zikri comes in at left-back. That's in forced change. Shahir Bashir will come into the heart of midfield. And Vitor Pernambuco comes in on the right side of the front 3. On the bench, local players predominate, of course, but there is an interesting one. John is there for Selangor. Mark Jackson from Yorkshire, who led Central Coast to victory in the AFC Cup in Oman a couple of seasons ago. He's looking to add another international scalp. And Kim Pangon, the Korean coach, 57 but still fit as a fiddle, and looking to end this long drought for top honours for Selangor FC. Fabulous venue. These teams played in the group stages here back in August. Different coaches at the helm. It was a 1-1 draw. And Grigor Moraes, a former Buriram player with the curly hair, with his back to us, he scored in that game. He played 14 times for Buriram last season, scoring 7 goals. There's Kingsley, who scored the extra time tie winner against Johor Darul Taksim just 2 weeks ago now. It seems a lifetime ago. Neil Etheridge, the London-born Philippines international goalkeeper, gets the starting place, and the two Zoll brothers, the Austrians, Peter and Robert, so important. There is Krigor and Tiraton with over 100 Thai international caps. Top players aplenty around this stadium. Average age of the Buriram team is 31.5. Selangor a lot more youthful at just 26.5, and they are looking to cause an upset. The final countdown is on.
2, 1, let's go!
Buriram United get this ASEAN Club Championship Shopee Cup final underway, going left to right, the defending champions. In immediately, Supanak curls one in, and Guillaume Bissoli, returning after suspension, is a hair's breadth away from a sensational start. Selangor trailing by a 1-0 from the first leg, a goal scored by Supanak Muenta. There is Bissoli, scored 40 goals in all competitions. Let's see how close he is here. Supanak is there. Oh, he's not far away, is he? Gets in front of Mamadou Diarra. Well, that would not have been the start that we are after. Two Zoll brothers, very important, Peter and Robert. They'll float around in support of Supanak and Guillaume Bissoli. There's Kingsley Schindler. Panther. The Thais in the Buriram lineup got a lot of caps between them. There's the Ghanaian, German-born Ghanaian, Schindler. Zikri has been in the international squad for Malaysia. Only one cap, but he's a regular left-back for Selangor, so his enforced introduction doesn't necessarily weaken the Red Giants. Played over 100 times for Selangor. Here's Hugo Bumos, important player, the number 9. Krigor looks out wide to Faisal. Faisal, Halim, stamped away, early chance. Claims for handball by Quentin Cheng. Bumos. Now that's going to be a goal kick as Bumos goes to the ground, but Faisal Halim getting in on his left-hand side. Suspicion of offside, but he would have been on. Over on the far side, I think it's Sazalak who's keeping him on side. It's poured out to Quentin Cheng and played into the body of Zoll. Well, Quentin Cheng, there is a check going on there with VAR, because he was pretty adamant. Referee Hiroki Kasahara is now calling for play to come on. The check is over. Well, for all their successes, you can get at Buriram. Johor Darul Taksim certainly did. They won the game here 2-0, and as we said, Selangor and Hanoi are both drawn here in this Shopee Cup. So for all their successes, they can be vulnerable, but they've got such a fighting spirit. Long ball down the line. Olena is there. That's Faisal. Lovely ball into space for Bumos, who looks for Krigor to run on. Krigor versus Dougal. Breaks to Bumos. The Frenchman pulls it back. Tiraton is there. Dougal will clear. Long ball over the top. Well, Kim Pangong was saying that Selangor will press, and with Diarra back in the team, they've certainly got a lot more pace than in the first leg. And they were caught high up the field a couple of times. Here's Lena. Shahir gets forward, Shahir Basha. Shahir, too much on that. Well, he's a holding midfielder, another uncapped player, but again, one who's played plenty of games for the senior team at Selangor. Kim Pangong isn't afraid to put young players who come through a very good youth system. Their second team were just beaten into second place by Johor Darul Taksim in the A1 League, but it was a very young Selangor team. Safwan, Singapore international, preparing for the Asian Cup and the subsequent Hyundai Cup coming up. As we look at Quentin Cheng, him getting forward, very important for Selangor, you feel. He was rather stymied by Sazalak in the first leg. Zul can't get there, Faisal can. Shahir loses out to Supanat. It's out wide, Sazalak provides that width. Both Zuls in the penalty area. Sazalak is well blocked by Diarra, who got over very quickly. Very important player, Mamadou Diarra. And a good claim from Sikezan, who's only got to establish himself back in the first team ahead of Callum Muller at the latter part of the season, but having spent some time in Spain, he's another who's been in the national squad many times. He's got one full cap to his name, Sikezan. Shahir, Diarra, not quite what he meant. First involvement for Bamambuko. And there's Krigor tracking back. Played for Buriram for half a season, then went to play for Prachuap, where he played very well. Buriram played Prachuap in an FA Cup final at the weekend. Edrich has to just hurry and slices his clearance. It's a solid start, this, from Selangor. Well, Kim Pangong promised that they would have a go for it. Faisal Halim also in the pre-match press conference. It's a worried look from Mark Jackson. Seek, who's comfortable with the ball at his feet, finds Diarra. Shahir spreads it wide to Bumus, finds a little bit of space. Faisal to his left. Faisal Halim, these breaks forward. He's been asked to play in the same way as Noah Al Rabda. Safwan against Bisoli. Bisoli does well to hold it up. The player who's already scored 100 goals in the colours of Buriram. Good crowd. They've had a lot of finals. It's a 32,000 capacity. Will be approaching the 28,000 mark, I would imagine, when the official figure comes out. Safwan. It's only his fourth ASEAN Club Championship match for Selangor. He was out of favour with previous coaches, but brought back in by Kim Pangong. He and Diarra have established a good partnership. Diarra's absence, I feel, was felt by Selangor last week. Zikri, Krigor, flag stays down. Krigor on the right, one-on-one with Panzer, who gets the challenge in. Referee right on point, points to the corner. First corner. Long ball over the top. And Zikri has got a good left foot, and he is onside, Krigor. 42 goals, a record number for any Selangor player in any season. Beating the record of the great Bambang Pamungkas, set over 20 years ago. Faisal with the first corner for the visitors. Started well. Safwan is very often a target here. Diarra gets there. Poured away. Quentin Cheng once again. And that'll be a free kick. Conceded by Zikri, and he gets back away from the danger as soon as he can. Noah Lehner it was who has the powerful drive. Let's have a look at the foul first by Shahir Basha. It breaks through. Diarra's with the first touch. It's only half cleared by Zul. And Lena, well, tests the wrists of Neil Etheridge. Stand up if you think you've got a chance, and they do. It's Kingsley Schindler. Ball over the top. Safwan can cope with that. Boomers dropping a little bit deeper. Lena. A little bit subdued last week, Lena. Mambuko, first time to run at his mark. Does well, but Tiraton is there. Covering on that left-hand side. Supernat loses out. There's Quentin Cheng. Little give and go. Gumus. Mambuko, the Brazilian, is denied by Sazalak's terrific tackle. Well, Vitor Pernambuco comes in place of Alvin Fortes down that right-hand side. He likes his inverted wingers, there's Kim Pangong. He also likes his wingers to attack whoever the fullback or the wing-back are opposing him. Sazalak, born in Buriram province, Sazalak, he's the local in this team. Etheridge launches long, but Safwan once again is there. Edu beaten in the air. And to Etheridge, who's closed down by Krigor. Well, they're rushing Neil Etheridge, and that's twice they've won possession back. Gumus finds Faisal, running at Panza. Faisal into the legs of Panza Hembibung. A steady presence for Thailand and for Buriram over the years. Panza. Well, the two Austrians bring such a presence about them. Well, there's Noah Lena. This is the chance. It comes from the corner. Diarra's first header, and Lena kind of just tries to dink it towards the far post. Etheridge with a solid save. Zikri's header. Gumus gets the better of Zul. Tiraton is there. Positions him so well, Tiraton. Lena loses out to Robert Zul. Ball over the top is easy for Sikizam. It's almost a 3-3-3-1 that Buriram play. Both Seoul players, both Seoul boys are very mobile, interchangeable. Tiraton is the stay-at-home midfielder. Faisal taken out off the ball. Referee's played an advantage. Then Lena loses out to Zul. Dus can't get there. Zul does well. Tiraton, a lovely pass into Bisuli. Guillaume Bisuli's got Supernat to aim for. Mamadou Diarra is there. Supernat still in. Mamadou again. Mambuko. He then loses out. Gumus mops up, then slips. Mambuko then trips Sazalak. 28-year-old who's really has the journeyman career, signed from Ponte Prete, but has been all over mid and central Europe in his career. Vitor Pernambuco signed in January. Big man for a winger. Plenty of pace. Captain Toshak and Mark Jackson just trying to organise one or two things, because it's been a very encouraging start from the Red Giants of Selangor. to Zul to curl this one in. Hans is up there, Kenny Dougal's up there. Currently unmarked, Kenny Dougal. Seek his hand fairly deep inside his 6-yard box. And Zul goes for that space. It's well defended by Quentin Cheng. Sazalak looks for Kingsley Schindler. Zul inside to Sazalak once again. Mambuko does well and cleared, looking for Ugo Bumos. Wasn't far from finding him from Faisal. Dougal, Sazalak, bit of head tennis. Kenny Dougal wins it back. Peter Zul brings a little bit of sanity to proceedings. Robert Zul, little dink into space, and Seek has to clear. Look at that, Selangor with nearly 2/3 of the possession and the 3 attempts on goal. We've seen this a few times from Buriram in the 2-legged semi-final against Johor, happy to sit back and absorb pressure and rely on Bisali and Supernat and the Zul boys going forward. There's Edu Mancha onto Sazalak. Quentin Cheng comes out, Edu once again onto Kenny Dougal, Sazalak. Edu closed down by Quentin, and Quentin Cheng wins it back, looks for Krigor. Tidaton saw the danger, came back very quickly, Tidaton Bumatan. Too strong there from Zul on the back of Mamadou Diarra. There's the ball, aim for Krigor, and appearing from off stage is Tidaton. Really has had a fine career. He's 35 now. Many of us still think of him as the rampaging left back from earlier on in his career, but he's learned his trade and his positional play is so good for Buriram. Seek finds Noah Lena. Faisal to his left. Faisal's got pace. Schindler has pace and a bigger body. Mamadou on the front foot. Mambuko likes it on his left foot. Again, Tidaton just reads what he wanted to do. Shahir onto Quentin Cheng. Bumos working across that front line. Bumos again, intercepted by Supernat. He loses out. Shahir, oh, it's through the goalkeeper! And the equaliser from Shahir Basha. Selangor lead on the night, level on aggregate. Well, Shahir Basha. First goal of the campaign for him. And it's a pot shot that slithers under Neil Etheridge. Well, a vastly experienced goalkeeper. There's a little bit of swerve and it bounces just in front of him. But he misjudges it. And that must go down as an error from a fine goalkeeper. But what a moment for Shahir Basha. And a reward for an enterprising start by the Red Giants of Selangor. Who needs no Al Raptor? Well. 18 minutes gone. There are some drums beating, but otherwise it's pretty quiet. 1-1 on aggregate. And remember, Selangor have drawn here already. And it took a 95th minute to deny them a victory. That bounces a long way. Zul! Block Bisali! Wow, Safwan gets in. A terrific block to deny Guillaume Bissoli. Have a look at the replay and see Safwan launch himself. He's made the block first, and then he makes the block second as well. The Singaporean doing a fabulous job for the Malaysian Giants. First corner of the night for Buriram United. Robert Zul to curl it in. Dealt with by Shahir. Tiraton. High and not so handsome from Tiraton Bumatan. Well, immense credit to Selangor and to Kim Pangong as we have a look at this falling to Tiraton. He's good enough to keep that down, but Faisal was closing him down. There's Krigor. Dougal does well. Vitor over the top, and Krigor is free. Faisal on the far side. Krigor pushed away. Faisal is there. Hugo Bumos, the Frenchman. Little give and go with Vitor. Noelena, nicely played. Zikri, poured away by Neil Etheridge. Selangor having a real go. Zul again tries to slow it down, but there's so much pressure on him. Illegal pressure on that occasion by Shahir. Again poured away by Etheridge, and he reacts. Well, Shahir has come in and really told Selangor in this opening 20 minutes that they haven't missed the very influential Al Rabda, and then a long ball over the top, and Buriram have not really got into the game. Goran Kozic looks on, suspended from this match, the Serbian, for a straight red card, one of 2 red cards in the semi-final. Not a great ball out. Tiraton finds Zul. Lovely touch from Zul. Dink over. Zul again against Zikri. Corner kick. Bisoli was preparing to celebrate. Again, it's Diarra who does wonderfully well. Just gets a touch to deny Bisoli. Zul's ball in. Diarra's presence makes a huge difference. Senegalese player. There's Jackson and Levin Chichob look on. Well, Panta causing consternation for Zeke. Another corner cleared by Zikri. A third corner to be taken by Peter Zul. Krigor back defending that near post. Gosh, how he'd love to get a victory over his former club. Zul comes short. Diarra again is there, knocked back in. Safwan, second ball, not cleared. Bisoli, edge of the box though is Vitor, and there's a break on here. We've got 4 versus 3. Vitor finds Faisal. Oh, it's just behind him, and Krigor stopped his run. The ball into Faisal didn't help him. Slowed the whole pace down. As Panza finds Supernat. Scored in the 25th minute of the first leg. And in all honesty, Buriram might have had more. In fairness, Selangor did have an effort against the post and a goal correctly disallowed for offside, and had a lot of the pressure. Tiraton looks for Sazalak, who's found a little bit of space. Sazalak. Zul once again. Really is impossible to pick a position for either of the Zuls. This is Peter Zul. Looks for a little flick. Sazalak is there, but Diarra. Mentioned Diarra maybe 10 times already in commentary. And Vitor looks for Faisal. Faisal will chase and get there ahead of Panzer. And then looks for the difficult ball. Well, Tidaton wants a handball and belatedly gets one against Hugo Bumos. And Hugo doesn't like it. Well, you can see why the referee's given it. He's just in that number 10 role, Hugo Bumos. Zikri has to be careful. See, close down Bisoli. ASEAN Club Championship final, Shopee Cup 2025 final was special, and this one is proving to be intriguing and potentially special as well. Reminder, in last season's final, Buriram trailed until the last kick of normal time. Took us to 2-2, a goal apiece with another late equaliser in extra time, and then a penalty shootout. We do like a bit of drama here at the Thunder Castle. Bisoli finds Kingsley Schindler. Schindler drives forward. Edge of the box is Zul. Quentin Cheng reads the attempted pass. A chorus of groans go up from the Buriram faithful as Quentin Cheng barnstorms forward, looks for Grigor! Not far away, Grigor Moraes. And Quentin Cheng, we didn't see a lot of that, but now he's out of position and struggling to get back, and Supernat looks to take advantage of the space. Supernat one-on-one, and Supernat closed down. Robert Zul onto Sazalak. Again, excellent defending. And Zul closed down by Vitor. Now, Faisal Halim in yesterday's press conference was saying, we've got nothing to save ourselves for. It's all or nothing here. And in this opening 27 minutes, Selangor have done exactly that. Look and go for Supernat! Oh, of course, Supernat went down. Delicious ball over the top, and Supernat supplies. There will be a check to see if he was offside. But as Sikizan closed him down, Supernat does his little dance with Tidaton. Oh, it's the Tidaton Supernat combination once again. And a finish of real pedigree from Supernat. Again, the little ding from Tidaton, and Supernat's sublimity. Oh, he's a superstar, this kid. He is a superstar. It's over, Mamadou Diarra. Sikh does everything right. And Buriram just have that ability. Well, we've got a change coming our way as we watch these celebrations from Supernat. And while Supernat gets the applause, Super Chai is on for Panzer. And that means a change of personnel and formation for Buriram United. They've just got the equaliser, but they've been second best. And I suspect we're going to go for a back four now. Maybe a 4-2-3-1. With Kingsley has to operate a right back, Sazalak at left back, Dougal and Edu Mancha centre backs. Tidaton and either of the Zuls in central midfield. His is Sazalak once again. Super Chai. Well, there's Bisoli. battling it with Diarra. Noah Lena's header, Superchai, edge of the penalty area, Faisal toes it back, Lena onto Grigor, who's fouled by Edu Mancha. What a game, what an opening half hour. What a start from Selangor, and what a stunning riposte from Buriram United. One Brazilian fouls another. And Kim, well, he can't have any complaints with the attitude of his team. His Superchai, he's forced to change. Zul around the outside. Supernat once again. Diarra comes over, but Supernat is there to win it back. Peter Zul to Tiraton. Another assist for Tiraton Bumaton. Seek. And he was trying to play the ball into Faisal. Gets an earful from Kim Pangong. Here's Edu Mancha. 1-1 on the night, 2-1 Buriram on aggregate. Zul. But a formation change, maybe just to try to force Selangor back from Mark Jackson. Dougal. Here is Schindler. Not a natural right back. Schindler again. Superchai. Yeah, it's Robert Zul operating kind of as number 10, chasing there as Lena covers. Superchai operating on the right-hand side of the support for Bisoli. There is Superchai. You know you'll get 100% plus from Superchai. There's Grigor. Vitor looks for Grigor. Again, it's a little bit ambitious. Only Tiraton can play that kind of a pass. And maybe the Zul boys. There is Tiraton. Oh, magics his way out of trouble, Tiraton. On to Sazalak. This is disturbing. Amadou Diarra down injured. Okay, there's a thumbs up from the Senegalese. And this is Supernat Wenta, scored in the first leg. Again, he found space for a Tiraton dink. And here's the Tiraton dink, and aware of the goalkeeper's presence, takes it away from him. Little 9-iron into space, actually it's more a pitching wedge into space, and Supernat on the move beyond Diarra. And all is now better in the Thunder Castle. Chinchobs, very, very hands-on at what's gone on at Buriram United, and the whole sports complex that's put Buriram on the map. This castle was a landmark for centuries, literally. In the last decade, though, football and motor racing have made their mark on the consciousness of the world, certainly Asia, definitely ASEAN. Diarra. Kim Pangong will absolutely not want to lose Kim Pangong. And the Senegalese is back on as Tiraton Just invites Kenny Dougal to come beyond halfway. Sazalak. Important block coming in from Quentin Cheng. Sahir. Vitor. Now look who's across there. Tidaton, he reads the game so well. He's got that lovely left foot. A couple of important defensive challenges from Tidaton. Edu Mancha. Not played many games, Edu. Supernat. Zara is there, suspicious look of the hands. Already, if we're talking Shoppy star of the match, Supernat comes into thinking, but Tidaton, he might have a say in what goes on as well. Already has. Well, the change has helped Buriram, the formation change. And it certainly calmed the nerves of the crowd as much as the goal. Diarra once again, Quentin Cheng. Now Diarra. I think the referee stopped the game because Bisoli's gone down clutching his head. 38-year-old Hiroki Kasahara. No foul as far as he's concerned, but he's aware that there is some contact to the top of the head for Guillaume Bisoli. Terrific sight. Football under the floodlights stirs the soul, particularly when it's a good game like this. Noah Lena under pressure. Now the Finnish-born midfielder did well. But look at that, they've won it back, and Zol for Bisoli! Crossbar for Guillaume Bisoli. Well, there's the change that Mark Jackson has pushed. It's now pressing coming from Buriram, and Zol plays in Bisoli. I think we all expected the net to bulge. Top of the crossbar. Man chasing his 41st goal of the season. On to Super Chai. Too much on that, even for Bisoli. Supernat will chase and keep it in, of course he does. Supernat went up, then bamboozles Quentin Cheng and plays the ball in for Robert Zol. That'll be a corner. 5th of the game off Shahir Basha. I think it's important for Selangor to get through to half-time without conceding another. This game has changed, not only with the goal, but with United. And Mancha and Dougal and Zul provide an aerial threat. Cleared by Krigor at the front post. Tidaton and Sazalak feed it back to Etheridge. Well, he's had a strangely off-colour night, Neil Etheridge. Made a couple of important blocks. By his standards, I don't think he was at fault for the goal. Sazalak is there. Vitor, slight trailing arm. Referee's playing on here. Oh, and belatedly has stopped the game. Now this is Sazalak trying to get in front of Berman Buko. It's just a coming together. What a painful coming together for Sazalak. call him P. Sazalak. Little elbow to the top lip. Well, Shahir Basha in as a replacement for Al Rabda. And Supernat is robbed by Shahir. Let's have a go. If you don't shoot, you won't score. And then the equaliser. Little wedge. Supernat. Super alert. It is a super prefix to have in a name, isn't it? For Supernat and Super Chai and Sazalak. What a servant he's been for Buriram. Yes, they've had some great goal scorers over the times. Diogo and Bisoli at the moment. But the local lads, Tiraton and Sazalak, have certainly played their part. Still only 30, Sazalak High Prakon. So plenty for him to go. Minutes remaining in this half as Bisoli turns Safwan. Super Chai finds Sazalak. Quentin Cheng is in to defend. And he's still got the energy of a young player, Sazalak. Just taken that bang to the top of the lip. And rampaging down this left-hand side as he so often does. And his presence has really stopped Quentin Cheng doing the same for Selangor. Dougal and Schindler and the Zul boys and Bisoli threatening Selangor. Corner number 5. Schindler! Wide. Oh! Scored the extra time goal that Saurav Johor Darrell tacked him. And this is a clear header 6 yards out. Kingsley Schindler. A whisker wide. Selangor worried about what goes on at the near post. Zikri just does enough. But that really should be 2-1 for Kingsley Schindler. Well, Buriram would like this job done early. Schindler is suffering the consequences of that mid-air collision with Zikri Khalili. Hamburg-born, Ghanaian. He'll go off and get a little bit of water, as will all the players. It's a humid night. Big crowd at the Thunder Castle. Good game to watch. It's 1-1 on the night. Hugo Bumos taken out by Peter Zul. Selangor trying to get the little number 9 on the ball, Hugo Bumos. They want it to be higher up another corner. Scored one, had a marvellous chance to make it 2 in the first leg, did Supernat. Excellent save from Sikizan. Selangor need to hold on. Soli tries to get himself free. Big help by Schindler. Bit of nonsense inside the 6-yard box. There's so much jostling. It's Super Chai who's gone down. It's a little touch from Mamadou Diarra. Superchai, over 100 goals in the blue of Buriram. Referee Sahara. Warning both. Well, Mamadou Diarra says, I'm not guilty. In English, 4 minutes to add on. Zol's corner. Seek does just enough. Tinaton deflected for another corner. Gosh, the headline was written there for Tinaton. Second time it's come out to him on the edge of the box. This time more control. And Hugo Bumos does a really good job to close him down quickly. What a danger just to be lurking on the edge of the penalty area. Him on one side, Supernat on the other. Looking for the second ball. Another ball comes in. Seek again does well. Tinaton finds the two Zols combining. It's going to be another corner. Pernambuco defends. Grimly clinging on Selangor. At just one down on aggregate, they're still in this game. If they go two down, you fear for the Red Giants. Tinaton again, little pass, looks for Zol. Faisley's there and Quentin Cheng clears. It's a good shoppy show at half-time. And people are invited to use their phones to download the Shopee app. Second year of 4 for the sponsors, and it's revitalised this ASEAN competition. You can tell the crowds. There was a full house at Selangor last week. Healthy crowd at Johor for the semi-final. In Vietnam, they've really taken to this competition. Tinaton, another of those little dinks, he does it so well. Zol is blocked by Vito, who's done a very good job. But Pernambuco is needed at the other end of the pitch, you feel, for Selangor. Zol. Look for that reverse ball for Sazalak a lot. Time Quentin Cheng, alert. Supernat. Oh, terrific. Shahir does really well, to be fair to Shahir Basha. Stuck to his task and gets another touch in Shahir. Young player, 24. He's been on the international team at the under-23 level. Diarra. He's had a fine game, but lost his man for Supernat's equaliser. Almost back to his keeper and a late challenge from Tinaton. And again, there's an example of the change. The pressing on Selangor deep in their own half. Whereas for the opening, well, 25 minutes, it was Selangor able to press Buriram. A good response from Coach Jackson. Krigor does well, onto Vito Pernambuco. Superchai, under pressure from Krigor, tries to release Besoli. Chase to the touchline. Got a cup final on Saturday to Buriram United against Prachuap. But in this cup final, this ASEAN Club Championship Shopee Cup, we are all square. Supernat Muenta equalising. An early goal by Shahir Basha. It's 1-1 on the night. 2-1 to Buriram on aggregate. Immense credit to Selangor for the way they've taken the game to Buriram. But immense credit to Supernat and to Buriram United for the changes that they have made to adapt to Selangor's front foot approach. It's been an intriguing first half, still plenty to go. Shopee Cup semi-final, Shopee Cup final, second leg. Buriram 1, Selangor 1, 2-1 Buriram on aggregate.
สวัสดีค่ะกลับมาเจอกับทางฮับไทม์ช้อปปี้เชียร์นะคะซึ่งวันนี้ค่ะใครที่ยังไม่มีแอปช้อปปี้รีบโหลดเลยตอนนี้นะคะหรือว่าใครที่มีแอปช้อปปี้อยู่แล้วนะคะเปิดหน้าแอปช้อปปี้ขึ้นมาเลยค่ะเดี๋ยวเราจะไปร่วมสนุกกันนะคะสำหรับวิธีการเล่นนะเราจะมีวิดีอาร์นะคะด้านบนจอให้ทุกท่านได้ชมนะสำหรับวิธีการเล่นนะคะตอนนี้กุ๊กกิ๊กขออนุญาตแนะนำวิธีการเล่นกันก่อนนะคะขั้นตอนแรกค่ะเปิดแอปช้อปปี้ขึ้นมาเลยและถัดมานะคะกดเข้าไปเสิร์ชหานะสำหรับช้อปปี้ครับค่ะขั้นตอนต่อไปนะคะเลื่อนลงเรื่อยๆค่ะจะเจอฮาร์ฟไทม์ช้อปปี้เชียร์ค่ะกดเข้าไปเลยนะแล้วก็ใส่โค้ดนะ1357ค่ะไหนมีใครใส่โค้ดเรียบร้อยแล้วคะนี่นะคะแล้วก็อย่างที่บอกกันไปค่ะพี่แนนค่ะวันนี้เราจะมีทีมทั้งหมด2ทีมด้วยกันนะคะฝั่งพี่แนนค่ะฝั่งพี่แนนเป็นทีมที่1ใช่ไหมคะ
พี่ขออนุญาตแบ่งก่อนเลยนะคะฝั่งนี้นะคะที่เห็นแนนนี่ยืนใส่เสื้อสีส้มเราจะเป็นทันเดิลทีมนะคะส่วนฝั่งกุ๊กกิ๊กจะเป็นคัสเซิลทีมเดี๋ยวเราจะให้ลองซ้อมก่อนนะคะเราจะแบ่งเป็น2ทีมใครเชียร์เสียงดังที่สุดฝั่งไหนเชียร์เสียงดังที่สุดคนรับรางวัลจากใจเราไปเลยเดี๋ยวซ้อมก่อนเลยนะคะครั้งแรกค่ะกุ๊กกิ๊กค่ะ
รอบซ้อมนะรอบแรกทีมเราเป็นทีมที่2นะฝั่งซิกไซด์ทั้งหมดนะแล้วก็รวมไปถึงกับคาสเซิลนะคะเดี๋ยวเราจะมาลองซ้อมกันก่อนนะคะเราจะมาเค้าท์ดาวน์นะคะนับไปพร้อมๆกันนะ5 4 3 2 1ขอเสียงดังๆให้บุรีรัมย์หน่อยค่ะด้านนี้คาสเซิลดังได้อีกดังได้อีกด้านโน้นดังได้นะดังๆเลยดังๆเลยโอ้โหหมดเวลาแล้วนะฝั่งของเราใน92%
ไม่ได้ทันเดิลทีมคุณอย่าไปยอมเขาได้ 92% เรามันต้องเต็มร้อยโอเคไหมถ้าพร้อมแล้วนะคะนับถอยหลังฝึกซ้อมไปพร้อมกัน1รอบ5 4 3 2 1เสียงมาเรามาดูคะแนนกันค่ะนี่แค่ซ้อมเท่านั้นหอบซะแล้วเพราะฉะนั้นพี่ทันเดิลทีมค่ะเดี๋ยวเราเอาจริงเมื่อสักครู่นี้เกือบร้อยยังไม่ร้อยเต็มแต่ตอนนี้ขอ100เต็มโอเคไหมถ้าพร้อมแล้วไปพร้อมกันนะคะ5 4 3 2 1 Come onทางหลังทันเดิลทีมอีกนิด
โอ้โห
ก็เก่งจัด
อ๋อทีมที่1ไปเยอะมากทีมที่2ว่ายังไงคะทีมที่2อย่าไปยอมนะอย่าไปยอมเดี๋ยวเรามาเขาดาวเลย5 4 3 2 1พร้อมเลยมาเลยกินเลยขอเสียงหน่อยดังได้อีกอย่ายอมมาได้อีกหมดเวลาโอ้ฝั่งนี้ได้ไป 83%
ทันเดิลทีมจ้าปรบมือให้กับตัวเองหน่อย
วันนี้ทีมที่1ชนะนะคะแล้ว
ทั
ก็
นเดิลทีมเก่งมากเพราะฉะนั้นมันหมายความว่าในครึ่งเวลาหลังบุรีรัมย์ยูไนเต็ดจะต้องกำชัยชนะได้อย่างแน่นอนและตอนนี้นะคะเดี๋ยวเราให้กุ๊กกิ๊กพูดอะไรสักเล็กน้อยค่ะ
นอกจากกิจกรรมดีๆแล้วนะขอฝากสำหรับช้อปปี้เพย์เดย์เงินออกนะช็อปเลยเริ่มแล้วตั้งแต่วันนี้นะจนถึงวันที่31พฤษภาคมนี้ค่ะพร้อมกับสินค้าโปรโมชั่นและโค้ดส่วนลดแบบจัดเต็มเพราะฉะนั้นนะทุกคนรีบโหลดแอปเลยตอนนี้ค่ะขอบคุณค่ะ
เดี๋ยวเรามาพบกันในเกมครึ่งเวลาหลังนะคะขอให้แฟนบอลบุรีรัมย์ยูไนเต็ดส่งเสียงเชียร์กันสุดใจเราจะจบเกมนี้ภายใน90นาทีเท่านั้นและเจอกันค่ะ
A very warm welcome back to the Thunder Castle. It is the home of Buriram United. Chang Arena, to give it its more formal name. It's the final of the ASEAN Club Championship, second leg. Selangor from Malaysia, the visitors, took the lead in the 18th minute through Shahid Basha, and then a lovely goal scored by Supanat Muenta on the far side 10 minutes later. Brought the game all square, but Selangor deserved plenty of credit. Trailing 1-0 from the first leg at their own Petaling Jaya Stadium from last week. They've been on the front foot right the way through. Second half about to get underway. And there is Supanat, scorer in the first leg, and a genuine contender for Shopee Star of the Match. For Nevin Chidjob, thoughts and maybe one or two prayers ahead of the second half to see if his club are able to retain the trophy. It's not been the easiest of ways. They were held by Selangor and Hanoi here, and they drew at Pathum United in the group stage before 2 victories and then a tough semi-final victory over Johor Darul Taksim. We had a quick shot of Shahid Basha, the goal scorer for Selangor, who really deserve credit. A young team, plenty of local homegrown players in the starting 11 for Kim Pangong, and they're still right in this final. Just waiting for the countdown for the second half. ASEAN Club Championship Shopee Cup final, second leg, second half. Selangor FC in the red. A goal behind on aggregate against the defending champions Buriram United. Here's Quentin Cheng, lays the ball in. Neither team has shown any changes from the teams that finished the first half, but there was a personnel change from Buriram in the first half, where defender Panza Hembiboom was taken off and replaced by forward Supachai, as Bisoli and Safwan come together. Safwan, the Singaporeans, had a fine game against Guillaume Bisoli. And that defender for attacker changed, also changed the way the Buriram United played. Hugo Bumos. Supanat does well. Let me give you the teams for Selangor. They've got, as they contest a throw-in that's gone against them, CK Zan in goal, Quentin Cheng, Mamadou Diarra, Safwan Baroudin and Mtikri Khalili at the back, Shahid Basha, Noah Lena in midfield, Hugo Bumos in the number 10 role, wearing number 9, Vito Permambuko, Faisal Halim and Krigo Morais, the former Buriram striker, leading the line. There is Shahir, needs to be careful, under pressure. Robert Zul. As for Buriram, they've got Neil Edridge in goal. A back four now of Schindler, Doodle, Mancha and Sazalak. Tiraton and Peter Zul in midfield. Robert Zul, Supanat, Supachai and Guillaume Bisoli as their front four. Sazalak clears. Nolena. Dispossessed expertly by Mancha, and Supachai drives forward. Supachai onto Supanat, and Supanat Muenta, still Supanat, blocked by Noah Lena, and breaks to Krigo, and the Brazilian has a chance to run, a record-breaking season for Krigo, looks for and finds Faisal Halim. Faisal, where's the chance, has it gone? Here's Vito, a cross goal and a good save coming in. Well, there's Faisal. doesn't quite have the belief to go on the inside and take on Kingsley. Bumos is looking for space, but look how many blue shirts are back quickly. And the angle, it's a smart save. That's arrowing into the bottom corner. Looked like a cross initially. Faisal, such a talisman for Selangor. Bumos corner. Supernat intercepts at the near post. Bumos puts it in. Oh, what a save. Etheridge couldn't come for the ball because he was aware of two red shirts potentially attacking it. And Zul comes away with possession ahead of Safwan. Then there's a foul. But Etheridge may be at fault for the Selangor goal, but a wonderful reaction here. When it comes in, it's a teasing ball in from Hugo Bumos. Could have been touched either by Vitor or by Zikri. And a fine reaction. And then back live quickly, Supajai. Clear by Mamadou Diarra, hack clear by Safwan. Noah Lena, a little bit short. Well, you can get the statistics of this season at ASEANUnitedFC.com. You can actually vote for your Shopee Cup All-Star player or All-Star team at ASEANUnitedFC.com. Trophies to be handed out at the end of the match, not only to the winners and the runners-up, but for MVP, for top goal scorer, and for emerging player. Seek gives the ball away, and Sazlak immediately finds Supernat Puenta. Calling back. Zol, thought of the shot, Supachai. Space found by Robert Zol. Buko hoiks it high. That'll run through harmlessly to goalkeeper Sikizam. Quentin Cheng. Long ball over the top. They've given this a real go, Selangor. Buriram have genuine quality though. And there's more pressing from Hugo Bumos. Played in the Indian League and only came in March to join Kim Pangong's revitalisation of a team. Here's Vitor, another recent signing, onto Quentin Cheng, who's been here quite a while. Sydney-born but Malaysian international. Buko, dealt with expertly by Zul, onto Shahir. Buko again. Shahir Basha. Arriving late was Noah Lena. Good pressing from Vitor. Kenny Dougal loses out. Shahir. That eventually deflects through to goalkeeper Etheridge. Krieger, a record-breaking season for the Brazilian. 42 goals in all competitions, including one here in the group game. Fine strike it was. 2 in all 4 actually in the semi-final victory over Nam Dinh. 2-1 home win. Many thought wouldn't be enough, but an excellent away performance in Vietnam saw a 2-0 win for Selangor. Sazalak. Supernat and Sazalak. Bisoli available. Here is Guillaume Bisoli. Zul. Good goalkeeping by Singh. Saw the attempted ball to Supachai. A long burly ball, looks for Faisal. Difficult one to control, and Faisal versus Kenny Dougal. Isn't much of a boxing match. Faisal chops Dougal down. Kenny Dougal Says, I've been in this game a long time, Faisal. All it needed was the slightest touch. And getting the free kick. Supernat, delicious little touch onto Zul, just over Bisoli. Zikri does well. Superchai, Safwan. Kingsley is there. Supernat and Safwan concedes the corner. 8th of the match for Buriram United. Supernat Puente is a constant danger. Still only 23, Supernat. And Edu Mancha comes forward from the back. Edu signed from Kofu, another of the January signings. Mark Jackson's jigged this team as well from the team that won 4 titles last year under Osmar Loss. Zul's corner. Safwan's header. Tidaton! Oh! Sensational! This is a thing of beauty. That left foot, it is a wand, it is not a cudgel. A shoppy stunner. And this will be on highlight reels all around the world. This is just, oh my word. Oh my word. It just gets better with each look. Tidaton Bumaton. Hang it in the Louvre. He's made one with a beautiful chip pass and he's scored an absolute beauty. 2-1 on the night, 3-1 on aggregate. Well, Selangor's bravery has been undone by 2 wonderful pieces of skill and a tactical change from Buriram. And now their back's really up against it. They've lost 2 domestic semi-finals. They're in this shopping final and they're hanging on for dear life as Supernat takes on Diarra. There's Quentin Cheng, but still believe in themselves. Selangor, they've got to. Well, I hope the digital media boys have got that highlight already on the X and the Twitter and the Facebook and the Instagram feeds. If it is the goal that secures back-to-back trophies for Buriram, oh, what a goal. They scored a stunner against Hanoi last year. Same end. Krigor. Football is a funny goal game. It's never over till it's over. Here's Faisal. He's fought back from more than just football obstacles. Faisal Halim. Zul. On to Tidaton. Supernat. Superchai. Zul. Superchai. Locked. by Shahir, who tracked back. Vito Pernambuco gets the better of Kingsley and looks around the outside, looks for Krigo. Important block by Kenny Dougal. Krigo's got Faisal available. Krigo! Headed clearance from Edu. Very good from Krigo Moraes. That one is goal bound. Edu protects his goalkeeper. Edu Mancha, 30-year-old. It's only his second ASEAN game. Started the first leg of the final. Kept Krigo quiet. He's got Krigo and Safwan, number 21, trying to get himself free. Safwan might peel to the back post. There is Safwan. Edwards gets a touch. That'll be another corner. Well, Safwan is a real danger at these set plays. Maybe a little bit too much elevation for him to get a proper header on goal. Likes to dominate his penalty area, just gets the touch. Again, Lena acting as the block. Bissoli's header. Tidderton. Quentin has to go back to his goalkeeper. Shahir under pressure from Tidderton. Well, yeah, it's a slide coming in there from Supernat. Yellow card for Supernat. It was a little bit reckless. He didn't have much hope of getting it, so Supernat, his copybook a little bit sullied by a reckless challenge 5 years ago. Nothing wrong with it, but the modern application of the laws, that's a fair enough yellow card. Try keeping this boy out of the headlines. An hour played. And there is Tidderton. Here is... oh, just enjoy this. Perfect, just perfect. Now for over 15 years he's been a true talent. Well, hopefully Shahir's okay. A rare moment of quiet in a good-sized crowd. Selangor flag just at the very extremity of the screen. There is a space reserved for Selangor fans, and a handful have made the hopeful journey up to eastern Thailand, into ASEAN. Well, I'm not sure whether that was a thumbs up, but all right then, this is interesting. This is interesting. Recent signing from Korea. John Seung-min is just going to step in for his first ASEAN appearance, and he'll just step into this central midfield area. Good job, Shahir. So Seung-min, like-for-like replacement. There was talk that he was going to start the game. Well, here's the goals for Shahir. That came after 18 minutes. That put us all square on aggregate. Then 2 moments of absolute magic from Buriram. Pernambuco does well. Faisal does particularly well. Well, he can run at Edu. And this is chance. Doesn't break, breaks away from Zikri. Zikri cuts inside, didn't trust himself. Looked for John, first touch just behind. And Etheridge is there to spoon it out for a corner. Zikri Khalili, he had a chance in the first leg as well. Didn't trust himself to go on and shoot. Again, Faisal, Safwan the obvious target. Krigo there as well. Etheridge, good comfortable take by the Philippine international. Had a good career in England, Etheridge. Supernat. To Kingsley Schindler. Bissoli's made a run in front of Ahmad Zikri. Tidaton. Edu. Quentin Cheng. Let's seek his hand to take control, and he does exactly that. Oh, ball pass. Supernat Rennet. Super Jai. Bissoli. Safwan rescues his goalkeeper. Ahmad Zikri is there. Vito. Bissoli battles back well. Buriram do this so well, but then Vito gives Bissoli the same treatment. Two committed teams in this final, as we see as Boomas tries to play it into Vito. Is there a comeback? Is there anyone going to deny Tidaton? Zul onto Sazalak. Supernat. John. Signed for exactly such an occasion as this, John Shangman. Yara. Faisals, yeah, he's misjudged that. It's an accident, but he has caught the man. And to Sazlak's credit, he's not made a meal of that. Sensibly refereed from Hiroki Kasahara. Well, Sazlak's been on the wrong end of a couple of challenges. Accidental slap to the nose, and now this. Diarra, great run that by Superchai. To Supernat. Zul. Tidaton. Look out for one of those little wedge passes. And it finds Supernat again. Defending from Diarra. Flag is up for offside. Amadou Diarra doing a good job. But again, as we have a look at this pass coming in from Tidaton, if we see the replay, playing in for Supernat, just a little wedge shot. Well, it's not Supernat who's offside, is it? But Superchai interfered with Quentin Cheng. Hugo Bumus brings the lines, finds Quentin. Krigo. Oh, Google just steps in. Seen Krigo on multiple occasions just find himself half a yard on the edge of the penalty area and smash one home from 20 metres, but not against somebody of the quality of Dougal. Coming back the other way, Guillaume Bissoli. He's got Robert Zul for company. Robert just tugged back by Noah Lena. Change coming. And it's an attacking change, this one. Alvin Fortes is going to come on for Selangor. And Ahmad Zikri Khalili is going to come off, and that is a gamble. It means Fortes might be being trusted with playing at left back. The Cape Verde international. Right then, a combination of him or Vitor. Just sort out that change in a moment. Fortes immediately finds Kingsley. Kingsley deflected off the post. Alvin Fortes at left back. Rather, well, I've never seen him there. All or nothing for Selangor. Kim can take gambles. John out to Faisal. On to John. John Seung-bin and John! Straight at Etheridge. Well, they've had their moments, Selangor. Noah Lena had a similar position as this for John, as Etheridge makes another save. He's been the busier goalkeeper, Neil Etheridge. Alvin Fortes at left back. Wow. That is a gamble. But why not? Just over 20 minutes to play. You need 2 goals. Lena will have to provide a little bit of cover for him. There is Lena, faced by Zul. Big, powerful man, Zul. Pulls off Noah Lena, who's strong himself. Finds Robert to Superchai. Now this is where Buriram can just play a little bit of keep ball. Hold on to the ball for 10, 15, 20 passes. Tidaton. Supernat available. Supernat, great tackle. Diarra. And a goal kick. Timed it superbly. And I think he pushed it on, and it's another gem of a pass. Oh. That's a great tackle. Maybe the referee decides that the tackle deserves a bit of a reward. Let's defend the referee. I thought he got it dead right, and the replay proved us both wrong. Great tackle by Diarra nonetheless. Here's Safwan. 2-1 on the night. Danger. Olena. Oh, danger. Zul. Chance. Oh, they tried to walk the ball into the back of the net. Sikizan. His distribution from out the back has been very, very difficult to cope with. And then Zul says to Bisoli, who says to Zul, you all have a go. And none of them took responsibility. Here's Superchai. Hails from the southernmost part of Thailand. Speaks a little bit of Bahasa Melayu. Here's Sazalak. Very much a Buriram boy. A little bit of Khmer in his language. On to Tidaton, who just speaks football. Safwan does well to ease Bisoli off the ball. Bisoli still chasing goal number 41 for the season. Cup final to come for Buriram. A 2-goal aggregate lead. They might just sit back. 59th match of the season for Buriram United, 49th match for Selangor in this competition in the ACL 2. And they went out in the group stage. Fortes does well. Almost didn't attack it. Sazalak defended well. Everybody back defending here for Buriram. As Fortes does well to get the ball in, and Sazalak safety first. corner. Again, that's 3 times now. The man at the front post has made the defensive header. Supernat's been that man. John loses out. Danger is on, but Fancy Diarra in a foot race with Basoli. To Faisal, he's now left back. Alvin Fortes. Krigo, great tackle, Dougal. Looks over the top, looking for Basoli. Again, Diarra's pace helps Selangor. They need a goal, but they know that Tiraton is good enough to pick out the run to Basoli, who keeps making them. Fortes does well. Faisal, Fortes. Herman Buka was there. Fortes went for the difficult pass, and have a guess who's in the way. Tiraton Bumatan. Xiaomin with the foul. Season of frustration for Selangor in many ways. Johor Darul Taksim's domination. Semi-final eliminations to Sabah in one competition, Kuching in another. 3rd place behind Johor and Kuching in the Malaysia Super League. But signs that there is a team being built. Average age of this team, 26, and that includes a couple of 30-something players. Safwan's 34. Great attendance of nearly 31,000 at the Thunder Castle. Holds 32, and a lot of those vacant spaces are reserved for Selangor fans. Here's Alvin Fortes. Is there anything for those Selangor fans to cheer in these last few minutes as Lena, who's increasingly playing left back, Bumos finds John Seung Min, looks for Fortes. Krigo now is looking for space, but both Edu and Kenny Dougal, nice touch tied to him. There is Edu in front of Krigo. On to Mamadou Diarra. Do you fancy it? Little dink. Krigo! Oh my word, what a save! Neil Etheridge with a world-class save to deny Krigo. Herman Buka on to Alvin Fortes. 3 in the penalty area. Fortes went for the shot when there was a pass to Vitor. Have a look at this. Neil Etheridge has produced a world-class, sensational save to deny Krigo. Left hand, underside of the bar. You won't see much better in the World Cup coming up in the next 6 weeks or so. Genuine world class. Gosh, there's some highlights from this game. And not just the goals. Well, that's why you invest in top quality goalkeepers. Remember, his mistake almost gifted a lead to Selangor, but his wonder save has denied Selangor a way back into this final. Well, Supernat Muenta is about to head off to be injured, to be replaced by Shinapat, which is interesting. Might suggest a reversion back to a back 5. Shinapat defender on for Supernat. Shinapat Liao. Pathum United. So a potential choppy star of the match. Supernat replaced by Shinapa. Maybe a change of tactics as well. Oh, Krigor is very animated, very upset about something. Mamadou Diarra and Safwan are both encouraging Krigor to move away. Cleared at the near post once again. Corners for the most part, too many being cleared at the front post, that time by Bisoli. Safwan finds Vitor, breaks to Krigor. Wants the foul, doesn't get the foul. And a long ball, given Bisoli onside. There's assistance for him. Bisoli finds Kingsley Shingler. Good save, Sikizan. Well, the flag stays down because Bisoli was onside. And then he supported Tinaton to his left, Shingler to the right. And Shingler can't sort his feet out. So Quentin Cheng replaced by Harith Heikel. And Makari Ajmal in for Mamadou Diarra. Mamadou's done well to make 80 minutes. Harith will go into centre-back. Makari is an attack-minded midfielder, scored a hat-trick on the last day of the league season. Has had international recognition. Robert Zoll to curl in corner number 10. There's Peter. Cleared away by Safwan and Tinaton. Couldn't do it again, could he? Doesn't quite catch it right. And he's already scored just the most superb goal. Arguably the goal of the tournament. Saved for the final. Harith down the line. This is Mukeri operating down the right-hand side. Pernambuco turned into trouble. Now the referee stopped the game and Vitor. Well, there's nothing wrong with it. To be fair, the reason he gets up is because his coach, Kim Pangong, was really having a pop at him to say, forget injuries, forget stuff like this, we need a goal. In fact, we need two. And there you see exactly the message. Be strong, still believe, there's still 10 minutes. And indeed, were it not for that world-class save from Neil Etheridge, from Krigor, they would be in the game. Here's Mukeri. Looks like it's a back three with Harith and Safwan. And Noah Lane on the left side of the back three. Gosh. Not sure they will have put this team out before much, Selangor, but here's Krigor. Oh. Body check challenge from Kenny Dougal. Tinaton goes down. There's one or two little bits and pieces going on off the ball. Not sure about the... Well, it's a rock-solid soldier charge there from Kenny Dougal. And Kim Pangong getting more and more irritated, as much as with his own team as with the opponents. And Safwan is telling Tinaton to get up. Let's have a look at this goal once again from Tinaton. Every angle. It's a beautiful parabolic curve. I'd love to see the mathematics on that one. Caresses it off the underside of the bar. first ASEAN Cup goal, and only his second of the season. Here's Mukeri. Selangor, to their credit, haven't given this one up. Zul just does enough. Noah Lena, left side of a back three for Noah Lena. Finds Faisal. Alvin, can he keep that in? He can, and he can win a corner with a neat bit of skill from the Cape Verdean. 10 out of 10 for application for Selangor. In a hostile atmosphere, against the odds. They're still chasing a goal that might give them just a little bit of hope. Here's Fortes. Faisal available. Alvin Fortes wants to take on Tiratong and fouls Tiratong, who showed his old fullback skills there. A little bit of nothing from Alvin Fortes, a yellow card. It's frustration. Tiratong defends ever so well. He's brilliant. He's also a bit spiky, is Tiratong, and knows how to play the game. Yellow card for Alvin Fortes, whose frustration will come from not being in the starting 11, and from the frustration as more defensive solidity being prepared for Pitiwat. They know how to win games, they know how to get over the line. Buriram, as Bisoli drives into Safwan. Why? Because you jumped into it, Guillaume. And had no intention of going for the ball. Guilty as charged. Another scrap. Well, Buriram, they can scrap it out, they can play it out, they can be professional, they can be pretty. A yellow card for Ugo Bumos as Mukeri and Superchai go one-on-one, and Buriram won't really care if it's ugly at the end, and Krigor gets a yellow card as well. Frustration spilling over for Selangor. Ugo Bumos picks up yellow, and I think Krigor was shown yellow as well. I'll confirm Krigor. Certainly it was flashed his way. Zul, Superchai. Zul does well. Zul, second ball, looks for Bisoli. Schindler available in support. This is Peter Zul to Schindler. Shinapat goes outside of him. Shinapat's just dropped into right back, they haven't changed anything. Sazalak. Man down off the ball is Harith Heikel. Somebody has stood on his foot, and referee's seen it. Just to the, yeah, there's, well, Robert Zul. That's a little bit naughty. Yeah, and there's the yellow card for Robert Zul. Krigor dealt with by Edu. Google covers. Superchai. There's Harith onto Who goes? Superchai. Pickpockets. Hummus. Zul. Onto Kingsley Schindler. Wanted it onto his right foot. Zul is there. Again holds off Lena. Onto Peter Zul. Creates that little bit of space. Right foot. He's got double digits in goals in all competitions. Peter Zul. Krieger. Yeah, there's just a blue shirt. Right place, right time. Peter Zul finds Superchai. Superchai breaks to Bisoli. Second big chance for Guillaume Bisoli. Second chance he's put over the bar, although touched over the bar by Sikizam. He's made some decent saves, has the Malaysian goalkeeper. Right, do Selangor believe in this squad enough to hold on to it to next season? Do they believe there's enough here to challenge JDT? Tidaton once again, gorgeous delivery to Zul, cleared by Safwan. Vito. As you can see, 5 minutes added on. Selangor need 2 goals to prevent Buriram retaining the ASEAN Club Championship Shopee Cup. Match presentation to come on straight after the match for the whole tournament. Alvin Fortes picked out by Sazalak. Again, an unsung hero for Buriram. Hasn't been all plain sailing this season for Buriram. Held here by Selangor and by Hanoi. Drew at Pathum United. And 2 late victories, one at Tampines, saw them through to the semi-final, where they saw off the formidable challenge of Johor Darul Taksim. And now a 31,000 crowd can enjoy a final victory over Selangor. Confirmation of that yellow for Krieger. I did say it flashed at him before, and again, pure frustration. Superchai. Arif. Even Safwan pushes up front now. But look at that, they're then now 2-on-3 at the back, and there's a break on here. A chance, Bisoli's got Zul right and Zul left, and Zul off the post and in. It's a goal to Buriram United for Robert Zul. And the cup stays in Thailand. Throwing bodies forward, throwing centre-backs forward. Selangor caught out. He had a Zul to the left and a Zul to the right, and Seg got a half hand onto it, but couldn't prevent it going over the line. And Robert Zul's first Shopee Cup goal wraps things up for Buriram United. A 1-0 win away and a 3-1 advantage with seconds to go at home means they've won their domestic league. They're in a domestic cup final, and now they retain their ASEAN Club Championship. Over the line, despite the efforts of Sikizam. Just a final check whether or not it was offside. It wasn't. Oh, now is the question, it's an interesting one, is the question whether the ball went over the line. Because we don't have goal line technology here. So this could be, is the ball fully over the line? Or earlier on, was there a foul? Gosh, we're going back a long way. A long, long way back. So there's a possible no goal for a foul a long way back in the move. There's a clear foul there by Supernat, and that is in midfield, and that led to the 3-on-2 break. And this could be chalked off. Nothing wrong with that, but earlier on he had caught Krigor. Well, we've had goals in the Asian Champions League, nearly cancelled for a throw-in taken for the wrong place. Well, it is in the moment of play. It's an important element of the move, because Safwan was going past him. Hiroki Kasahara has made up his decision. And it is a free kick to Selangor. And on retrospect, that's probably right, because the tackle makes all the difference. So Zul remains scoreless. And a change as we watch once again the reason for the goal eventually being disallowed. VAR check completed, the goal cancelled, not for the ball crossing the line, but for an earlier foul by Shinapatlio. And the change is now Zul, instead of a goal, gets himself substituted. And the old favourite Pitiwat is on. Well, the phone lights are on, the celebrations are just about beginning. And Faisal and Selangor got even a consolation. Faisal's ball in, cleared by Dougal. John held up by the power of Peter Zul. The Austrians, they are just physically so commanding. Hold on to the ball so well. The better team have won on the night of that. There is little doubt, but Selangor battled their all. The key moment just before the half hour, a lovely pass from Tiraton to Supernat for the equaliser, followed by a tactical change by coach Mark Jasham. Otherwise, Selangor have battled hard. They can go home with their heads held very high. Carey. Leo, legitimate this time. Gets the better of Faisal. Pitiwat. Still tries the fancy bit. Krigor. Krigor had one of the highlights of this game, a header. Incredible save from Neil Etheridge. Carey. There's Hugo. Alvin Fortes. May as well put the cross in, and he does. And it's clawed away, and safe hands for Neil Etheridge. And with 3 minutes of time added on, pat on the head for Etheridge. His wonder save, an important contributor to this victory. referee has another look at his watch as Etheridge pumps that deep into Selangor territory. Teague can only pump it out of play. The highlight of this game, though, that volley, the winning goal from Tiraton. And the match is over. Buriram United have won the game and they've won the tie. And there's a red card right at the end and a yellow for Shinapat coming in. But I think there's a red card has been handed out by referee right on full time. Flash towards Tiraton. Well, this is how it ends. Well, Ugo Bumos and Tiraton right in there, and Tiraton has followed through with a kick on the back on Ugo Bumos. And Vito has reacted, so Vito's got a yellow, but I think there's a red right at the end for Tiraton Bumatan. In terms of the game, it doesn't matter. But in terms of discipline, it does. Not so much for that, but yeah, there's the red card for Tiraton. Well, it spoils the ending to a Tiraton Super Show, where his goal was the wonderful highlight of this match. So an assist, a goal and a red card. And headlines galore to be written about Tiraton Bumatan tomorrow. Well, tonight, as we speak. Handshakes otherwise, it's all calmed down a little bit. It got tempestuous towards the end. But the final score in the ASEAN Club Championship, Shopee Cup. As we carry on with the disciplinary process, Shinapat picked up a yellow as well. But it's another victory for Nevin Chidjob and this remarkable project that he's got here in Eastern Thailand. It's not the smiles it might have been for Tiraton. Because there's going to be headlines galore. Potential Shopee start of the match, as is this man, Supanat Muenta, for his lovely goal. For Selangor, a brave, brave effort by Selangor. I don't think their supporters could ask for anything more, but it's finished in this ASEAN Club Championship Shopee Cup final second leg. Buriram 2, Selangor 1. Buriram United win 3-1 on aggregate. Well, the celebrations can start now as we look at the statistics. 17 attempts to 11, but 7 on target for Selangor. 6 saves by Neil Etheridge, one of them an absolute world-class save. 11 corners to 8. And as you can see, 3 yellows apiece and 1 red card for Tiraton Bumatan. Do stay with us, the prize presentation is coming up very, very shortly already. They are putting the stage together. But there's the scene from the Thunder Castle as Buriram become Shopee Cup champions back to back. Stay with us for the prize presentation. Shopee star of the match, Tiraton Bumatan. A little bit sullied by the red card. But his goal is going to be, well, a highlight. Let's go down and get some post-match interviews and post-match reaction to Buriram United's retention of this Shopee Cup.
พี่ต้องพูดถึงเกมในวันนี้หนึ่งค่ะพอคว้าแชมป์ในบ้านได้สำเร็จด้วย
ครับก็ดีใจครับที่สามารถคว้าแชมป์ที่ 2 เป็นของบุรีรัมย์ได้ในปีนี้ครับ
พูดถึงจังหวะการที่ทำประตูหนึ่งค่ะแล้วก็มีท่าเต้นด้วยมีที่มาของท่าเต้นนะคะ
ไม่มีครับก็แบงค์เป็นคนชวนเต้นครับ
โอเคค่ะมีอะไรอยากจะฝากถึงแฟนๆที่ตามมาเชียร์แล้วก็คนดูถึง30,000 คนในวันนี้ไหมคะ
ครับก็ขอบคุณแฟนบอลบุรีรัมย์ในวันนี้มากครับที่เข้ามาเต็มความจุของสนามก็รู้สึกดีใจแล้วก็มอบความสุขให้กับแฟนบุรีรัมย์แล้วก็แฟนบอลชาวไทยที่ลีกไทยสามารถเป็นแชมป์อาเซียนได้ในปีนี้ครับขอบคุณครับ
Okey, Faisal, komenlah secara keseluruhan mengenai persembahan Selangor dalam final kedua pada malam ni.
Ya, apa yang saya boleh katakan, kita dah cuba yang terbaik. Kita bagi yang segala-galanya. First 20 minit, 25 minit. Tengok macam mana kita menguasai perlawanan dan kita create chance dan kita dapat pun jaringan. Dan kita leka di saat-saat dia orang ingin menjadikan gol dan orang kata bukan rezeki untuk kita. Apabila kita dikongsi gol satu sama, itu adalah perkara yang sukar untuk kita dapatkan momentum yang lebih pergi untuk ke depan lah.
Selangor akan bangkit dengan lebih kuat pada musim depan.
Ya, sudah tentu. Ini adalah satu pengalaman yang cukup luar biasa pada pasukan Selangor, rakan-rakan saya. Kita orang dah cuba yang terbaik. Rezeki kita sampai ke tahap ini adalah satu anugerah yang besar untuk pasukan kita. Saya rasa kita perlu belajar dan teruskan usaha untuk masa akan datang.
Last word untuk penyokong Selangor.
Ya, sudah tentu. Kepada penyokong Selangor, kita dah cuba yang terbaik. Kita dah beri segala-galanya. Kita bermain di tempat lawan bukan satu perkara yang mudah. Tapi kita cuba untuk memberi saingan yang terbaik. Tapi kita gagal. Saya rasa ini adalah masa untuk kita ambil masa untuk berehat dan kembali fokus untuk next season.
Terima kasih pula. Terima kasih.
Match highlights from the ASEAN Club Championship Shopee Cup Final 2025-26. Buriram United with a 1-0 lead from the first leg, taking on the Red Giants of Selangor. And in the first half, Selangor really gave Buriram a shock and a lead on the 18th minute from Shahir Bata. Maybe Neil Etheridge could and should have done better as it drops under him, but Shahir equalises on aggregate, and Kim Pangon can believe. But 10 minutes later, Tidaton's lovely pass and Supernat's super cool finish regained the lead on aggregate, gave us parity on the night. Supernat Muenta, that lovely aerial shot just drops over Mamadou Diarra, who's a very good defender, and as Seek comes out, Supernat has the perfect finish. And a change of tactics at this stage by Mark Jackson, and then a goal of genuine beauty. Anywhere in the world, that is world class. Tidaton Bumatan, he just caresses this so beautifully. And the added coup de grace, it's off the underside of the bar. That made it 2-1 on the night, 3-1 on aggregate. And there'll be a goal disallowed after Neil Etheridge had made a wonderful save to deny Grigor Morais. Right near full time, Robert Zul is denied this, not because it didn't go over the line, it did go over the line, but because there was a foul in the build-up. And the referee went to VAR and judged, quite rightly I think, that Shinapat had fouled Grigor Morais in the build-up and the goal was disallowed. Didn't have a marked change on the end result. Buriram win 3-1 on the night, or 3-1 on aggregate.
for staying for the official prize presentation ceremony. Before we begin, we welcome a true legend of Thai and ASEAN football. He's a former Buriram United captain, a Thai footballer of the year, and a champion many times over.
และแน่นอนนะคะว่าผู้ที่จะอัญเชิญถ้วยนะคะมามอบแชมป์ให้กับบุรีรัมย์ยูไนเต็ดในฤดูกาลนี้นั่นก็คือสุดชาวนุชนุ่มนั่นเองนะคะผู้ที่เป็นตำนานของสโมสรขอเสียงปรบมือต้อนรับสุดชาวนุชนุ่มของพวกเราด้วยค่ะ
A former Buriram player, lovely little midfielder, Thai international, former Thai player of the year. Well, he introduced the Shopee Cup before the start of the game, and now he brings it back onto the plinth to be presented later on. Fine player in his own right, and he was part of the generation that started this decade plus of domination for Buriram United, both in Thai football and now on the ASEAN stage as well.
The official prize presentation ceremony of the ASEAN Club Championship Shopee Cup 2025-2026.
Guests of honour to be introduced.
นะคะก็ถึงเวลาแล้วล่ะค่ะแขกผู้มีเกียรติได้ยืนอยู่บนเวทีแล้วพร้อมที่จะมอบรางวัลต่างๆนะคะให้กับผู้ที่ประสบความสำเร็จในรายการนี้หลากหลายรางวัลนะคะเริ่มต้นที่ผู้ตัดสินก่อนเลยค่ะ
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the guests of honor. His Excellency Major General Keith Samet,
Winston Lee,
President
ASEAN
of the
Football
ASEAN
Federation
Football
General Secretary.
Federation, together with
One
Mr.
of the
Eugene Lowe, Shopee
5
Regional
main guests to
Marketing
hand out
Director.
the
They are
medals and the
accompanied
prizes.
by Chaving Risut Sampon, True Vision's programming head,
Joined by His Excellency
Dr. Johan
Major
bin
General
Kamal
Kiev
Hamdon,
Sameth,
Selangor
President of the
Football
ASEAN
Club
Football
Chief
Federation.
Executive Officer, Mr. Winston Lee, General Secretary of the ASEAN
Johan
Football Federation,
Kamal,
and
the
Mr.
Selangor
Ekapon
Football Club
Polnavi,
Chief
the
Executive
Football
Officer.
Association of Thailand
And
General
finally, Mr.
Secretary.
Ekapon Polnavi, the Thai
Now to
Football
begin, we
Gen
first
Secretary.
recognize the match officials for their professional and fair conduct throughout the competition. Please welcome Mr. Winston Lee, AFF General Secretary, to present the referee commemorative medals.
และนี่คือผู้ที่จะมามอบเหรียญรางวัลนะคะให้กับคณะผู้ตัดสินนะคะที่วันนี้
There
ถือ
is
ว่า
the ASEAN
ทำหน้า
Football
ที่ได้
Federation
อย่างยอ
President
ดเยี่ย
General
มค่ะ
Kiev Sameth.
And the medals will be presented to Mr. Hiroki Kasahara from Japan.
ขอเสียงปรบมือให้กับทีมค
Had
ณะ
a
ผู้
good
ตัดสิน
game,
ด้วย
needed
นะคะ
VAR
Welcome Mr.
intervention
Hiroki
on
from
one
Japan
occasion
นะคะ referee
as the
ค่ะ
Shopee Regional Marketing Director Eugene
Mr.
Lowe
Takeshi Asada,
is
also from
introduced.
Japan.
The assistant
Mr.
Takashi
Satoshi
Asada
Michiyama from Japan.
and
And
Satoshi
from Singapore,
Michiyama
Mr.
from
Ahmad
Japan.
Akasha bin Ahmad
As we
Al
may
Badawi.
introduce the
Thank
CEO
you
of
so much
Selangor
for our referees
Sporting,
for upholding spirits
Red
of the
Giants
game.
Red.
และนี่คือเหล่าคณะผู้ตัดสินนะคะที่ลงทำการตัดสินใน
Handed out
เก
a
ม
red
วันนี้
card
ถือว่า
right at the end of the game
และยอดเยี่ยมเลย
and
ที
was
เดียว
assisted
นะคะ
by his VAR
มุ่งมั่น
officials
กันเต็มที่ตลอดทั้ง
Hiroki
90
Kasahara.
นาทีขอให้แฟนๆประสาทสายฟ้า
His first
ปรบมือ
ASEAN final.
ดังๆให้กับคณะผู้ตัดสินของ
38-year-old
เราอีกสัก
from
ครั้งค่ะ
Fukuoka. Handled this one pretty well because tended to get a little bit naughty towards the end. And Winston Lee with those awards.
Well done, thank you very much, Mr. Lee. Well, ladies and gentlemen, our next award is the Adidas Rising Star Award. This is given to the youngest standout player in the competition who has shown immense potential and maturity beyond his years. To present this award, please welcome AFF President, His Excellency Major General Keith Samet.
และมาถึงรางวัล Rising Star นะคะกับ Adidas Rising Star ของศึก Shopee Cup 2025-2026 ค่ะ
And the Adidas Rising Star Player of the Shopee Cup 2025-2026 is
นัทกรรัตนสุวรรณหรือมาวินค่ะปรบมือให้กับน้องมาวินของ
From
เราหน่อย
Buriram
นะคะ
United, the
นี่คือ
Adidas
นักฟุตบอล
Rising
อาชีพชาว
Star
ไทย
is
ค่ะ
given
ปัจจุบันเล่นให้
to
กับ
young
สโมสร
winger
บุรีรัมย์
Natakon
ยูไนเต็ดนะคะ
Ratana
และยังเป็น
Suwan
ผู้เล่นทีมชาติไทยรุ่นอา
who
ยุ
had
ไม่
a
เกิน
couple of
20
run-outs.
ปี
So it
ต้องบอก
proves
เลย
that
ค่ะว่า
as
น้อง
well as the
ฝึกฝนมาตั้งแต่
Tiratons
อา
and
ยุ
the
5 ขวบ
Sazalaks
ค่ะ
and
แล้ว
the
ก็ก้าวเข้าสู่รั้วบุรีรัมย์ยูไนเต็ด
Shinapats, they've got
Academy ตั้งแต่
an academy
9
that is
ขวบนะคะ
still
ถือว่า
producing
ผลงาน
players.
ของเจ้าตัวยอด
So
เยี่ยม
congratulations to the Adidas Rising Star Award to
ของเราค่ะ
Natakon Ratana Suwan from Buriram United.
Once again, a big congratulations to Natakon. Now, His Excellency will stay on stage to present the next award, which goes to the goalkeeper who has demonstrated exceptional reflexes, leadership, and consistency between the posts.
และรางวัลผู้รักษาประตูยอดเยี่ยมจะเป็นใครเดี๋ยวเรามาติดตามไปพร้อมๆกันค่ะ
The best goalkeeper of the Shopee Cup 2025-26 is Kalamula Hafiz bin Marrowi from Selangor FC.
Best goalkeeper award
แฟนๆปรบมือให้กับ
handed out to a player who didn't play in the final and the semi-final as well. He had a really good time, Kalamula, before Sheikh Izan came and just replaced him in the latter stage of the season. But in the group stages, he certainly kept Selangor alive. Although it may seem strange for a reserve goalkeeper to pick up the award, he did enough throughout this tournament to deserve the prize from His Excellency Major General Kiev Sameth. Kalamullah Hafiz, Selangor FC, Shopee Cup 25-26, best goalkeeper.
All right, right, thank you very, very much as we move on now to honor the players who scored the most goals across the competition. To present the Myanmar Top Goal Scorer Award, please welcome Mr. Chawing Wisuttapon, True Visions, Head of Programming.
และยังรางวัลยันมาสโรเรอร์นะคะจะเป็นใครเดี๋ยวเรามาร่วมลุ้นไปพร้อมๆกันค่ะ
Now this season we have not one but 2 Golden Boot winners with 7 goals each.
นั่นก็คือเบิร์กสัน
Gustavo Silveira da Silva from Johor Darul Taksim FC and Yuan Shin Son from Nam Dinh FC.
วันนี้เขาอาจจะไม่ได้มาร่วมอยู่
Top
กับ
goal
เราใน
scorers
สโม
for
สรบุรีรัมย์ยูไนเต็ด
Bergson
นะ
de Silva
คะ
of
Well,
Johor.
unfortunately, the recipients are not
Swan
able
Son.
to be with us tonight, so Mr.
Two
Chawing
players
will accept
from
the
teams who
award
were
on their
eliminated
behalf.
in the semi-finals, but 7 goals apiece for them. They share the ASEAN Shopee Cup Myanmar Top Goal Scorer Award with 7 apiece.
Thank you very much. Now we're going to move on to the highest individual honor of the tournament, awarded to the most valuable player who has consistently delivered match-winning performances, inspired his teammates, and captured the hearts of fans. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Eugene Low, Shopee Regional Marketing Director, to present this prestigious award.
และเรามาถึงรางวัลผู้เล่นทรงคุณค่าแล้วนะคะ เดี๋ยวเรามาร่วมลุ้นไปพร้อมๆกันเลย MVP ประจำทัวร์นาเมนต์นี้ได้แก่กิลเม่เบสโซลี
MVP, the Shopee Most Valuable Player Award goes to Guillaume Bissoli
ผู้เล่นคนสำคัญ
from
นะคะ
Buriram
ที่โดด
United.
เด่นในเรื่องของเกมรุก
Eugene Low, the
แล้วก็
Shopee
ยิงประตู
Regional Marketing
ได้มากมาย
Director, to present the award to
นำพามาซึ่ง
Bissoli,
ชัยชนะอัน
who
หลาก
came
หลาย
close to
เลย
adding
นะคะ
to his
ใน
tally
หลายๆ
today.
รายการให้กับสโมสรบุ
But
รี
not
รัมย์ยูไน
bad
เต็ดและ
season,
เชื่อมั่นอย่างยิ่ง
40 goals in all
ว่า
competitions,
คือขวัญใจ
2 trophies all in
ของ
already in the
ประ
bag,
สาทสายฟ้าขอ
and
เสียงปรบมือให้
a
กับ
cup final to come,
บิสโซลี
ASEAN
สัก
Shopee
ครั้
Cup
ง
MVP for 25-26, Guillaume Bissoli from Buriram United. Gleaming smile from both men. Massive appreciation to Shopee for re-energising this ASEAN Club Championship, which lay dormant for the best part of 2
It is
decades.
now time, ladies and gentlemen, to acknowledge the proud efforts of our finalists. They have shown tremendous determination throughout the tournament and truly deserve this recognition. Please welcome Dr. Johan bin Kamal Hamidon, Selangor FC CEO, to present the runner-up medals.
และตอนนี้นะคะดรโยฮันนะคะจะเป็นผู้มอบเหรียญรางวัลรองชนะเลิศนะคะให้กับ
MVP award for Bissoli.
Ladies
First of
and
several
gentlemen, the
thousand
runners-up
photos,
of
I would
the ASEAN
imagine.
Club Championship Shopee Cup 2025-26
And for Selangor,
are Selangor FC.
beautiful trophies made of pewter. Selangor make their way through with a nice guard of honour from Buriram. Some of the youngsters who didn't get much game time. And Vitor and Krigor, former Buriram player, Quentin Cheng and Mamadou. John, who had a small part to play. Alvin Fortes and the 2 goalkeepers, Hugo and Safwan Baroudin, who he hopes to be leading Singapore to some kind of success in the forthcoming Hyundai AFF Championship and then at the Asian Cup early next year. Dr. Johan, the CEO of Selangor, although it's runners-up prizes, there genuinely can be no regrets from Kim Pangon. Their team have gone and given it their all. Missing 2 very important players, called away for FIFA World Cup duties with Jordan Al-Narabde and Abu Al-Nadi. Locally produced players more than filled in, and they gave their absolute all in this final. They took the lead, were denied an equaliser by a genuine world-class save from Neil Etheridge. Hugo Busos is frustrated as Safwan goes through. Fazli Maslam, Big Servant and Harith, one for the future. Faisal, who promised that Selangor would give their all, and Selangor did give their all. Shahir, who gave Selangor the lead and hope in the 18th minute. And then Sikizam made a couple of very important stops. On the bench came, and there's the Selangor fans who've made the journey up. Not too many of them, but they could believe, they could hope. Sharon Kalam at the back of the line. As the management crew go through, and they'll be hoping that the near things of this year, 2 domestic semi-finals, 3rd in the domestic league, and now a place in the final of the Shopee Cup against the all odds. They'll be hoping that they'll be given a chance under Kim Pangong to maybe continue a project and really make something of Selangor. They've been dormant for too long. Their last senior title, the Malaysia Cup in 2015. It's 11 years. They have won trophies in that time, but not major trophies. So congratulations to Selangor for getting this far. Maybe it's the start of improved times for Kim Pangong and for Selangor FC. Let's see after the transfer market.
Shopee Cup 2025-26, Selangor FC!
Great run for them. Got results in the group phase that saw them through. The highlight, undoubtedly, the home and away victories over Namdin in the semi-finals, and the goal scoring of Gregor Moraes.
Congratulations to Selangor for becoming one of the last 2 teams standing out of 14 teams that began this competition back in August of 2025. What a tremendous achievement this is by the Malaysian Giants.
Nevin Chitchop looks on.
The moment we have all been waiting for, to present the Champions Medals and the Shopee Cup Trophy. Please welcome His Excellency Major General Kiel Samet, AFF President, and Mr. Ekapon Honnavi, FA Thailand General Secretary.
และตอนนี้นะคะพลเอกเคียบซาเมตประธานสหพันธ์ฟุตบอลอาเซียนนะคะและพลเอกพลนาวีเลขาธิการสมาคมกีฬาฟุตบอลแห่งประเทศไทยจะให้เกียรติมอบเหรียญรางวัลสำหรับทีมชนะเลิศค่ะ
Please welcome your Shopee Cup champions for 2025-2026, Buriram United!
Buriram are champions again. Players make their way forward. Ian Bisoli, Shopee Cup MVP. Supranapu went to score up 2 of the 3 goals in the final. He goes through. Kingsley Shingler score of the all-important goal that knocked out Johor in the semi-final. There is Bisoli. What a contribution he has made to this club. Going through there was Panza, who was sacrificed for a tactical rethink that saw Super Chai come on. Young players also in that line, as Panza is there. And Ko, who played such an important role in the first leg. And even Curtis Good and Chachai Butrom, the hero in last season's penalty shootout win over Hanoi. He goes through. Curtis Good, important in the semi-final victory over Johor. Kingsley with that all-important goal. Goran Korzic suspended for both legs of the final for a straight red card against Johor, but again, very important role to play. Ilan Fandi will no doubt be having a word or so with Safwan. And the Zul boys go through. Edu Mancha, who only played twice in the Shopee Cup, and they were both matches in the final. And then the management team that includes Cameron Toshak. And right at the end, the coach proudly wearing the 10th champion shirt. Mark Jackson. Well, he won the AFC Cup with Central Coast a couple of seasons ago. And now he adds, with Kenny Dougal, a repeat success for Buriram United.
And to cap off this glorious moment, we invite Captain Kenneth William Dougal to lift the Shopee Cup trophy on behalf of his team.
และกัปตันทีมของเรานะคะเคนเนตวิลเลียมดูโก้ค่ะจะเป็นตัวแทนในการชูถ้วยนะคะเพราะฉะนั้นเดี๋ยวเราจะ
A fine trophy.
ไปพร้อมๆกันค่ะรอสัญญาณกันสักครู่หนึ่งนะคะ
ASEAN Club Champion, Shopee Cup winners, 2025 to 26, Buriram United.
The Buriram United, the champions of the 2025-2026 ASEAN Club Championship Shopee Cup.
They're used to these celebrations here in Buriram. Just 2.5 weeks ago, they were celebrating a 5th league title in a row. This is a 2nd Shopee Cup in a row. And at the weekend, they play in the Thai FA Cup final. Fireworks, literal and metaphorical, from Buriram United from the east of Thailand. Really hope you've enjoyed our coverage of this season's competition. We promise to get better each and every year. And a thunderous roar over the Thunder Castle greets the champions, Buriram United. From the production team, the camera crews, the directors, the guys behind the scenes and the organisers from Sport 5, the broadcast team, and Shopee, the sponsors. Hope you've enjoyed our coverage. We'll see you again very shortly for the AFF Hyundai Cup. We'll be back next year for the 3rd edition of the Shopee Cup. Congratulations, Buriram. Good night for now.
'Cause thank you to our partners, thank you to our sponsors, big thanks to our officials, and most importantly, big thank you, all of you, the stands tonight, the fans. Thank you.
ขอบคุณแฟนๆ นะคะ ขอให้ทุกท่านเดินทางกลับบ้านโดยสวัสดิภาพนะคะ และในฤดูกาลหน้าค่ะ เราจะกลับมาป้องกันแชมป์นี้ อีกหนึ่งสมัยให้ได้วันนี้ปรบมือให้กับตัวเองทุกๆ คนเลย และกลับมาพบกันใหม่ค่ะ
Thank you so much for coming along tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It has been an outstanding season. We hope to see you again next season for the ASEAN Club Championship Shopee Cup. In the meantime, safe travels home and enjoy your football.